I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
Imagine if you was instead of hating, you'd be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's greater haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch. Can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bridge, you talk to the head. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them. Get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly it down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. I'm moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. triple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. Smoke. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me second monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. I keep this pussy, leaving nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. I get the squeeze and leaving nigga.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead. G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga?
Blow that shit. Peace and blessing to everybody in the building. Salute, salute, salute to all my people in the motherfucking his house. What's going on, man? You know, I'm back on the goddamn laptop today, so we about to get this motherfucking shit in, man. Salute to everybody, man. Peace and blessings to the family. I hope everybody's doing good on this Shabbat today. Y'all know today is the holy day, Friday, the Shabbat. Salute to my nigga Tracking 327, man. Salute, bro. I hope everything is well with you, bro. Peace and blessings to you. You feel me? Shout out to my brother EB Sweat a Lot in the building. And shout out to EB Sweat a Lot getting it started early in the Cash App with the motherfucking $2 holler, man. Appreciate you, King. Terrell Davis, what it do, my nigga? Peace and blessings to you. Shalom to my brother Rod Walker, man. Happy Shabbat, my nigga. Salute, salute, salute. My motherfucking nigga Creole, the motherfucking traveler. Salute, y'all. Bruce Gas and Jazz in the building. Salute. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Hey, Creole. Salute to everybody else that's in here. When they start speaking, I'll start motherfucking saluting y'all as y'all come in there. Creole, I told you Denver and the motherfucking over. I told you Denver was going to hop on OKC ass last night, didn't I? I told you it's going to be motherfucking Minnesota versus Denver, but it's going to be Denver versus the Pacers in the finals. My motherfucking Pacers are going to go to the finals versus Jokic. Just like tonight, Boston doesn't have Jason Tatum, but Boston will go ahead and spank on New York Knicks. And, you know, Knicks choke. I would love to see the Pacers versus the Knicks, you know, like my old nigga Reggie Miller days. But, yeah, you know EB Sweat a Lot, bro. You know, I'm a gambler, bro. I be knowing these lineups. Open the LDTV, man, my brother. Salute. Peace and blessings. You know, this is what I do, man. You know, don't take the Knicks tonight. Shout out to the beautiful queen, Ty, Miss Jab Queen. And Ty, you know I got that link sitting there for you, boo. That link sitting right there with your name on it. As soon as you ready, hop on up. But yeah, Knicks ain't gonna win today. They going to game 7. Jaylen Brown and Derek White, they gonna show their ass today. Boston is getting 2.5. But if you gambling tonight, take Boston money line and take the over. That's a 2-pick that's worth plus 450. Well, really, I did Boston -3. So, you know, $100 on 2 will bring you back 5. Because I took Boston -3.5 and I took them over 212. So, you know, that's going to be a pretty good game tonight. Big block, salute, salute. And see, I like that Boston getting points because Jason Tatum's not there. And Jason Tatum, he's a hell of a ball player. But when they got Jason Tatum there, they rely on him too much. And, you know, he has the AI effect. And I just feel like they're a better team with Tatum not in there You get other people like Derek White and all them coming off the bench and doing they fucking thug thistle. But New York, they good, but they young. Karl Anthony Towns, he do his thing, but I think Christian Porzingis is going to be on his ass tonight. I was just looking for Jaylen Brown to give me about 24, and White, he just dropped 30 the other night. I'm sure he's good for 18 or 20 tonight. So I'm going to take Boston in the motherfucking over because they about to go run and gun, run and shoot. Ain't going to be no type of defense. Ain't going to be no type of defense today. So salute. Peace and bless to all y'all. Hey, Creole. I mean, you putting your money in my pocket, man. I hope that I could double your money, my nigga. But I told y'all Denver was going to get on OKC ass. Like, one thing about Denver Nuggets, they may have been struggling all year, but people don't realize Jokic and Jamal Murray, they two different animals when the playoff starts. When the motherfucking playoff lights get low, them Nuggets, they digging for gold, baby. And they gold mining in that bad boy. And they not playing games with nobody. Yes, OKC had the best record in the NBA, but hey, they going against some bad motherfuckers. And Shy Glizzy, he ain't got enough over there. He don't have enough over there. I mean, shit. I mean, I know he has a decent team, but Jokic and motherfucking Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon and Russell Westbrook. People don't realize, bro, they still got a motherfucking superstar in Westbrook. Like Westbrook, he's very eccentric and he be doing some bullshit. But Westbrook can take over a game, and people don't realize the nigga used to average a triple-double for a whole season. Westbrook can, at any moment, Westbrook can drop and give you 40 goddamn points. That's what people not realize. That's what I'm saying. They got a lot of hidden gems in Denver. And see, shout out to my brother Brian the King Falcone in the building. And see, we talk about basketball because, you know, this is a sports bar. Like I said, I don't want everybody to just be focused on basketball. This is about sports over here. And we love motherfucking sports. Well, I love motherfucking sports. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Richie L, my nigga, salute. So, you know, when it comes to sports, I'm with it. All that shit right there with sports. When it comes down to sports, I'm in there like swimwear. But let's get this show popping today, man. You know, we're going to get it popping today. First off, I want to get on Tiafimo. Tiafimo, he has some choice words for the OG Canelo. You feel me? So we about to get this shit. Dr. Mark, man, salute. But one thing about it, Dr. Mark, I don't think the Knicks gonna close it out tonight, Dr. Mark. I still think it ain't the Knicks year. They too young, bro. They too young. I think Boston gonna pull together and they're gonna take it to a game 7. They're gonna take it to a game 7, Dr. Mark. Shout out to my nigga Picasso Passe, bro. There's another channel with my name, Picasso. I mean, I got the channel called My Life is a Movie. It's red. My Life is a Movie, bro. I got that channel too. My Life is a Movie. So, you know, I do got that channel. But you know what they say on, you know, you can authenticate it. You know what I'm saying? But you can never duplicate it. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to my nigga Judah Vision in the Cash App with the $2 holler. And my nigga Brian the King Falcone in the Cash App with the 222 in the building. Salute. You know, this is like smack. They can't duplicate this shit, bro. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this shit started today, baby. Let's get this shit started. You know, we got a hell of a show today. You know, I'm riding Dolo unless Ty or 2 Cent hop up here. I'm pretty sure Miss Ty hop up here in a little bit, but you know, the beautiful lady, she's always kind of busy as well. But this one thing I wanted to talk about is what Tio touched on.
The Canelo team don't want Teofimo. Not our fault, bro. It's what.
And shout out to the beautiful queen Cassandra, and shout out to my nigga all things big AMC FSG in the building, and my nigga Zulu Lion in the motherfucking building. We in here. But let's do this shit. Let's do it, y'all.
The Canelo team don't want Teofimo. Not our fault.
Salute to my nigga
It's whatever the
Dr.
champ
Marcus Robinson in the building.
Hey. It's all right, bro. I don't want to be heavy, flat-footed, planted anyways.
Okay, pretty Ty.
I'm a boxer. Pretty damn good boxer, too. I want to ask you guys something. A lot of people chewed my ass about not knowing how to cut the ring off, right? Right. But Canelo, he fought William Skull, and he could not cut the ring off. The Canelo team don't want Teofimo.
I mean,
Not our fault.
honestly, he didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't tell no lies in that. Because for real, Canelo could not cut the ring off. But before we get in there, let me go ahead and do this right here, Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach felt like he had something special that he wanted to show. So this is Lamont Roach. Everybody talking about Lamont Roach this, Lamont Roach that. The shit still look basic to me. Look like he's setting himself up to get knocked the fuck out. You feel me? But, you know, who knows? Shout out to my nigga Oakland LDTV in the Cash App with the $5 holler, man, on this Good Friday. Appreciate you, King. And Dr. Key Damn, I done went out, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Damn, my bad. I've been sitting here talking like hell, and I didn't realize that I went out. My bad, people. Hold on. Right now, and so I switched out on my other device, and I'm sitting here talking to y'all like y'all can motherfucking hear me. My bad. Do y'all not realize that Canelo Alvarez did 146,000 pay-per-view buys, people? Devin and Ryan and Tiafimo, they did 94,000 pay-per-view buys. So do y'all know that this is the first time that Canelo has done under 300,000 buys? Canelo did 146,000 pay-per-view buys for an undisputed fight. Undisputed fight. This is Canelo fucking I am born ready. Alvarez, the Irish Mexican, has just pulled 146,000 pay-per-views with Turkey. That ain't even turkey. That's motherfucking soybean, bro. Like, that's jerky. Like, that's to turkey. Like, how the fuck do you flop with Canelo Alvarez that fucking bad, dog? That is a fucking travesty. And that is disrespect to the sport of boxing. Wow. They did 240,000 combined, but Devin and Ryan and them took home 94,000. Wow. And then people, they have hope for Bud versus Canelo. Really? I'd be surprised if that thing do 200,000 now. But I do want to tell you about this right here. On that July 12 card, that undercard is a little bit special. This is a fight that I've been wanting to see. We got Albert Puello versus Sabriel Matias, dog. Puello versus Matias. This is a fight that, as boxing fans, we are winning. Lee Jackson, salute, my brother. We get Matias versus Puello. Both of these niggas can crack, but Puello, he gonna have to put his skills that pay the bills to the motherfucking test. Then we got David Morrell versus Aham Kadalev, a hard-hitting Russian. And then you got that Rito Tusami. I ain't really big on this fight right there, but I will pay for this card just for Puello and Matias. But Fire Stick game, we ain't gotta pay. Because it's gonna be up in that Discord. It's gonna be in that motherfucking Discord. But shout out to the Canelo fans that just had to watch the death of a star. You know, when a star dies, it collapses upon itself and it becomes a black hole. And that's what Canelo and the motherfucking rehab season has became, a black hole for boxing. Shout out to my nigga Big Dog fucking Willie in the building. Big Dog Willie coming through with his update on the Canelo Jake Paul. We so needed that one. You got Canelo versus Jake Paul, and on the same fight card, people don't realize, but on that same fight card, we got Shakur versus Tommy Fury. So we got Tank versus Jake, and Shakur. No, it's Shakur versus Logan Paul. My bad. Shakur versus Logan Paul and Tank versus Jake. So it's gonna be the young slick black brothers versus the Paul brothers. I think this will only be the only way that Shakur Stevenson can sell. This is the only way Shakur Stevenson is going to be able to sell. Is first off being on the card with Tank, and secondly fighting one of the Paul brothers. Yep. I guess Shakur is going to be a pall bearer. You get it? A pall bearer. Somebody needs to be, because Reha season is dead. Canelo Alvarez doing 146,000 pay-per-views. They should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Like, damn. Like, bro, that is crazy. What do y'all think about that? About Canelo doing 146,000 pay-per-views. But it was for undisputed. Undisputed, people. This was Canelo becoming 2 times undisputed. Wow. Canelo got outsold by Devin Haney and Lomachenko, people. Canelo got outsold by Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, people. Pay-per-view ain't dead, Opulent. David Benavidez and Morrell, they just did over 300,000. David Benavidez versus Morrell did over 300,000, so pay-per-view ain't dead. It's just motherfuckers ain't buying that water whip. That water whip is dead. You got that straight drop, motherfuckers gonna keep buying it. Just like when they said the crack game is dead. You feel me? Ain't it though, Big Dog Willie? It wasn't a recipe for motherfucking disaster. It was a recipe for fucking failure. I think fighting over in Saudi Arabia on Cinco de Mayo weekend when you fucking supposed to be Mexican is a recipe. And Zulu, you absolutely right, because that was a fight that us, as the fans, we asked for. We wanted to see. Didn't nobody want Canelo versus William Skull? The nigga had never had a 12-round fight, first off. And he just appeared out of nowhere. Like, yeah, and pay-per-view's not dead exactly, because Al Heyman just put on Canelo and Berlanga. That did 500K. He did Canelo and Jaime Munguia. That did 625K. He did Canelo and Charlo. That was 700K. So pay-per-view can't be motherfucking dead, because Tank and Frank, they did over 300. Tank and Lamont Roach, they did over 300. Motherfucking David and David, they did over 300. So pay-per-view's not dead. It's just the PBC's just alive. Like, PBC is giving us what we asked for. They giving us what they want, we want, and they putting on a motherfucking show, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, PBC is the premier boxing champions. And PBC is giving us any and everything we ask for. And they're giving it to us high quality that's not motherfucking buffering. Shout out to the VPN General, who just general on deck. Salute. Alan Sustain in the building. He says, Turkey is who you go to when you want to retire. You don't have to worry about pay-per-views or selling fights. shit, you ain't got to worry about fighting either. Exactly. And Doc, she can't believe that he made Canelo flop. She said she's pissed. Yeah, Dr. Key, we all pissed. But if y'all do remember, I told y'all, I said it. I said that this was going, before the shit happened, shout out Sonny Augustine. I hope you got a different deposition today. But if y'all remember, before the Canelo fight, I said this is going to be Canelo's lowest pay-per-view ever. And it was. Now, the fucked up shit about it, and I ain't even going to cap. Did I think it was going to be this low? No. I thought it was going to be like 250, 300,000. Never in my wildest dreams of niggerdom, it's called niggerdom, what I thought that Canelo did under 150,000 pay-per-view. I would have never thought that. Never. Like I said, I thought it would be about 250, 300. I could have never thought that he would have slid this far down. And I know, honestly, Canelo's probably regretting his decision of, well, no the fuck he ain't. The nigga signed for 4 fights, $300 million. He can give a fuck about his legacy right now. His legacy's already painted in stone. Like, Canelo really don't give 2 fucks. Because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, Canelo gonna always still get paid. You feel what I'm saying? And hell, he's at the end of his fucking career anyway, so this shit really doesn't matter to Canelo, honestly. And shout out to my brother, the VPN General on deck, Alan Sostain with the $5 motherfucking holler in the cash app, man. Appreciate you, King. Man. So with this right here, Canelo versus Bud, shit. We might can get 200,000 because, you know, it's still Canelo. Plus, they fighting in America. Plus, Canelo fans come out when Canelo fighting a black guy. I hate to say it, but whenever they fighting a Mayate, them boys show up and show out. I ain't even gonna front. They come out. Cool Cal in the building, the motherfucking general. Salute. Is that they do come out for Canelo. Are they really gonna fight? Yeah, they gonna fight Picasso. They ain't got no choice. Canelo got to recoup some of these losses. Like Canelo, he has to recoup these losses because if Canelo don't, like I said, Turkey in trouble anyway, right? Turkey's already in fucking trouble because, like I said, this is not his money. The money that they got is in a fucking collective. So he's gambling with the Saudi prince's money. And like I tell you about it before, no company likes to lose fucking money. It's not good business practices. And when you're losing fucking money, they have to stop. Like it because and see, we gotta worry about when would they say enough is enough? Like when will they say they done threw enough money at the situation? You feel what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta know when to cut your losses. And sometimes, it's a certain line and it's a certain damn like it's a certain motherfucking damn line that you want to cross. And it's a line of no return. Like where it's like you keep throwing money into a hole and it's not helping. Like the more you throw, the more you losing. And it comes to a point where you just gotta cut your losses. Like you gotta cut your motherfucking losses. And I'm thinking that it's almost time for them to cut their losses. Like you can have all the money in the world, but rich people exactly, LaMarcus, and exactly Oakland. Rich people don't stay rich by continuously losing money. And I can see if they got a reprieve, but they're not even getting a reprieve. Like Turkey is losing money hand over fist. Like boxing is like the strip club, and Turkey's up there with a fistful of dollars, and he's just making it rain on everybody. He's making it rain on everybody. But this just in, Jerome Boots Ennis and motherfucking Tiafimo are in deep negotiations right now. Like they're in deep negotiations at this moment right now for the linear championship. Tiafimo says he wants to try for it. He said he wants to try to go 3 times lineal. So with rehydration, man, shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic. Happy Shabbat, my brother. I missed you the other day, bro. I hope everything's well with you, right? But yeah, so we got to see how much they're willing to spend, how much they're willing to lose, right? And then we got to see, are they just going to let the shit go? Because, like I said, you can't keep losing money. You can't. And shit, they might execute Turkey. Honestly, I hate to say it, but the type of money, they might execute this nigga, dog. They might execute this nigga, dog. Like, people don't understand, but they don't play over there, dog. They do not play. And right now,
Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. If I told you I've been driving...
shout out to my brother, Mr. Ant McQueen, in here with his good boxing knowledge self. Man, what's good with you, brother?
How you feeling, big dog? How you feeling?
Not much, man. You hopped up here at just the right motherfucking time, bro. Cause I was about to play this video, right? And maybe you can give me your reaction after this video play, bro. We can go ahead and continue the boxing talk if you don't mind, my brother.
Oh no, for sure, man. You the host
And,
with the most.
and you know you a Shakur fan, right?
No, I'm an Edward Vasquez fan, but I think Shakur is a good boxer. I think he's a damn good boxer.
Oh, okay. So, all right. I mean, you like sports. Hold on for a second, bro. This is freezing up. Y'all give me 1 second. There we go. Like this damn computer is tripping. Hold on 1 second. But can you hear me, Ant?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
I mean, you know, Shakur is a great fighter laterally. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, I respect his ability to, you know, go lateral and do what the fuck he do. And you know, that's what I'm saying. So we got Shakur. Shakur made a few comments, and I wanted to let people hear what Shakur had to say.
Size people up. So I
All right, y'all. This is Shakur right after he had his little face off with Zepeda. But I want y'all to do that, and then after this, me and Ant, we're gonna break down what we seen, what we hear, and we're gonna break down, you know, the body language and shit. But here we go. All right, that means play. I ain't used this computer in about a week now. She tripping on me. Hold up.
sized them up, and I'm like, yo, I could fight him. Like, I wouldn't mind fighting him. So
The mad thing was, right, is Conor Ben texted me yesterday, right, with the clip of saying about 154. Literally within 2 minutes, Shakur texts me as well, saying, make the fight at 147. And I've got like two phones, right? I've got Conor Ben going, Shakur Stevenson going. Listen, that's another. He should be looking to fight all over the world. He boxed in Saudi now. He should do a big stadium show in the UK. Him against Conor Ben would be a massive fight. But he's right what he said up there. I'm looking, our job is to look beyond. His job is just to focus on July 12th. But he can fight everybody. Tank, Conor Ben, I mean, like the list is endless, but he's got to go and do the business against Zepeda.
Eddie, you specifically mentioned his victory over Oscar. Do you think that's his best performance in running?
Do you know what? I just think that you're going to see the best Shakur Stevenson against the best opposition. People with outstanding talent and ring IQ always perform better against better opposition. And that's what Zepeda is going to bring. He's a good fighter. It's not an easy fight. And that's where you'll see the best of him. But I remember watching the Valdez fight because at the time, I was thinking, I think he might get beat. And I just watched it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was like, no, respect to Oscar, it was like a mismatch. And I was just thinking, I don't think anyone can beat him. And I still feel that way now. I don't think anybody can beat him, Tank included, anybody at 135. And, you know, that's why. And also, I've never met anyone with a work ethic like Shakur Stevenson. I mean, he is, we could say in the UK, a boxing pervert, right? He lives in the gym. I can't. I mean, pervert? You know, pervert. Boxing pervert. No, make sure you had boxing at the front. Okay. Sorry. Okay. But seriously, I did. Yeah. Pause or whatever you say. Right? But what I'm saying is, honestly, you never have to worry about him. He works so hard, and he's 100% focused. He's boxing. He's boxing crazy, and he knows this is a real fight, and that's why he'll go into camp and he'll just give it that little bit more.
How do you see Bud Canelo fight playing out?
So what?
Bud and Canelo, how do you see it playing out?
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, you know, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
Yeah. You don't think the weight difference will be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, you know, in certain fights,
Boxing makes it something.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. No.
Cool. I'm the decision stoppage. Bud actually might stop.
Me and Bozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone talking about it. I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud can crack too. So.
Shakur, did you consider fighting the Roach after the Tank fight? Did that fight would be of interest? I think
me and Lamont, actually, you know, it's crazy. They be talking all that brother shit. Oh, he brothers and he won't fight. Me and Lamont is actually really close and really cool. But I would fight Lamont. It ain't got nothing to do It's a difference. It's a difference between like how my relationship is with him and what it is with Keyshawn. I would let that fight.
Shakur, what did you think of Devin's fight? You were there. Did he look the same? How do you rate his performance?
I think you know what. I ain't gonna shit on Dev because y'all. That's what everybody want me to do. Y'all want me to give him something and shit on him, but I think that he just need to get a little bit more confident. He get his confidence back to 100% after what happened to him. You can tell he's gonna be in a good position.
And we'll do two more. How important is this for you and your family?
I think it's everything. This is the biggest moment of my life right now. I'm coming in there to perform at the highest level and show why I'm the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
All right. Now, before we get started, Ant, give me 4 more minutes of your time because I wanted to get that one out the way. Then I wanted to get somebody else that fights exactly like that out the way. And then we're gonna
just had a big fight weekend. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Romero, Teofimo. Now, from that weekend, the fighter that's been getting the most criticism, in my opinion, is Devin Haney. He's getting a lot of criticism for quote-unquote running or not engaging enough. And I feel like Devin's a very slick boxer. I feel like you as well, though you contain much more firepower, and you are as well a very slick boxer. Does what Devin's going through, does that at all, do you think about that? Like, man, I don't want to go in there and bore fans, but I want to give them something to see. I want to engage a little bit. Or do you just go in there and follow your
I focus on the game plan. Yeah, I have a lot of fans, right? You know, a lot of people who support me and show me a lot of love, and it took a long time to get to that, but at the same time, I don't go in there with the thought of like, I need to fight to make them happy, fight in a way or in a manner to make them happy. My job as an athlete is to listen to my coaches, just like in football, just like in basketball and hockey and soccer. You know, are you going to listen to the fans or are you going to listen to your coaches? And I trust my team and my coaches to get me through the fight the best way. And sometimes that causes for different elements of my game. And, I feel like when I first seen Devin fight, like in the first round, I'm like, okay, maybe he's just, trying to figure things out. Maybe a little bit of fight jitters from the first Ryan fight, and maybe he'll settle down. But after 12 rounds of that, you can't have nervous energy and do that for 12 rounds. The only way you can do that for 12 rounds is if you train to do that for 12 rounds, which lets you know that was the game plan. That's what was asked of him. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of conditioning and focus to be able to do that for 36 minutes. And Jose's no bum. And at the same time, it's not Devin's job to make it a more competitive fight. It's Devin's job to win as easy as possible. It was Jose's job to make it a more competitive fight. It was Jose's job to cut off the ring. And, Jose has trouble with punching without setting his feet. And now, did it make for the most appetizing fight? No. But just like in football, just like in basketball, just like in soccer and everything, sometimes it's going to be just like a butt whooping, like whether it's an entertaining game or not. Sometimes in hockey, a team will win 1-0, or soccer, they'll win 1-0. And I feel like maybe he wanted to just get that win, no cuts, no scrapes, no bruises, and make it into the Garcia fight, unscathed. As far as Tio, I feel like he had like the perfect stylistic matchup. Arnold Barboza wasn't over pressing, but he also wasn't boxing. He was just kind of posted up in front of him, trying to figure out Tio. And so I feel like that was a good stylistic matchup for Tio. And I like Arnold Barboza. Me and him have had exchanged them, but we've been nothing but cool with each other. But and then what was the other fight? Oh, Rolly
Ryan.
I don't know.
To me, it looked like Ryan wasn't the same Ryan we saw last year.
Didn't look like it.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, close it out. I gotta ask you. I got one thing to say after this, but I gotta ask you about Crawford Canelo. You could just give me, if you don't have a pick, you can say that. If you got a quick pick, you don't have to break it down. I just want to know who you think.
I think it's an interesting fight. I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's an interesting fight. I think it's a good matchup. I think it'll be a much better stylistic matchup than the Skull fight. I was kind of expecting that, honestly, the way Skull fights. So yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. I'm excited.
Okay. Last thing I want to say or ask is, first of all, I want to say congratulations. You're in the Boy Dad gang now.
Yeah.
Boy Dad, how excited are you to kick off a new life with the title retention and bringing in your son and still the world champion?
Yeah, that's a big motivating factor for me. When my son gets here, to be able to show him my belt that I still got, and hear those words and still on the 31st. I'm excited, man. It's been nothing but good times, nothing but laughs and fun with me, Jordan, and Charlie. And so, I know adding our son to that is going to only make things more fun. And I'm excited.
Champ, I really appreciate you. I'll see you on Fight Week.
Of course. Thank you, brother.
All right. So appreciate you for taking a little time out right there and to go through these videos right there. But first off, man, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. If you ain't hit the like button, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my guy Ant McQueen, Mr. Casual Corner. My man be over there cooking. And I'm talking about a roux. He had that roux going, fresh baked motherfucking boxing news, and he got that motherfucking what's it called? Them crepes. And he hit you with that motherfucking dessert. I'm talking about one of them motherfucking Queens and deep triple fudge cake motherfucking desserts. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. And y'all make sure y'all support the grind for the day, man. You know it's Shabbat, it's Friday. Support the grind. You know we going in. But what did you think about what Shakur and Caleb said about Devin and everything and about the Bud fight, Mr. McQueen?
It was par for the course as far as like what I expected to hear from both of them. I think both guys, they kept it reasonable. They kept it down the middle. Caleb, the point that he made about Devin making it to the Ryan fight, that's something I've been ruminating on. And with Turkey planning these events ahead of time, I could only imagine the pressure that these guys feel when you got this one fight that's a stepping stone or a segue to the next one. You got to make sure you get through that one unscathed. Otherwise, it probably takes some of the luster off the big event. And you seen it during the build up to the fight. The commercial that they had, they spent more time focusing on Ryan and Devin than they did their respective matchups. So you get in the ring, you got a couple of elements working against you if you Devin Haney. For one, this the longest layoff you ever had in your career. Two, the last time you was in the ring, you got dropped several times. And then three, you got another fight lined up after this one. So it's like, I got to make it to the next one. And then you get the recipe for what we saw a couple Fridays ago. Got nervous as hell, jittery as hell, and then just making sure that he just wins, taking the minimal amount of damage possible. I think Caleb laid it all out perfectly. And I like the response from Shakur Stevenson too. It's like, there's no need to kick the man while he's down, because he understands what it takes too, just to make it to the ring. The camp and the preparation, both mentally and physically, probably more mental than anything. I got my theory on Devin Haney. I think he might just have to take a shot and realize, like, okay, I'll be all right. Because there's one thing I'll say about that Ryan fight. I felt like...
And see, that's what I thought Ramirez was going to give him a chance to. Because, Ramirez, he hits decent. He got that left hook. And see, I thought Devin was going to get hit with it. And then he was going to shake it off and just be like, I'm good. But he didn't get a man a chance. So they're going to do what he had to do. Like, nigga, you letting the trauma build. They put you in the ring with Ramirez for a reason. Like, you think that they're going to sit there and put you out there and make you bust an L, get you another loss? Like, no, they set that fight up perfectly for you. Ramirez got paid more than Devin. Like, it was supposed to be Devin's coming out. This was supposed to welcome him to that division, and he was supposed to see that, sometimes it ain't as bad as you think. Because we definitely don't want Devin pulling the Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner, he went out there, he fought the fight of his motherfucking life against motherfucking Maidana. A lot of people don't realize it, but that was the best I've ever seen Adrian Broner fight, honestly. Shout out to my nigga D1 in the cash out with the $2 holler, man. Appreciate you, King, for always supporting. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to D1 as well. Him and William Old School Arnett, they be having the angry white boys. They be doing their thing right there. So y'all support. But see, Adrian Broner, a lot of people might look at me crazy, but I feel like that was Adrian Broner's best fight. Shout out to Rick Timms. Rick, the link pinned if you want to hop up here, my brother. But Adrian Broner fought his ass out. He showed me dog. He showed me grit. He showed me he could dig in there. And like after Madonna put the beats on him, Adrian came back. And I thought he almost did enough to come back and at least get a draw and shit. But, the cookies fell the wrong way. But Adrian showed me that. But we also know what happened to Adrian after that fight as well. And Adrian clammed up, and the rest of his career was like living like a recluse. He was clammed up, shelled up. He would not engage because he thought, if I throw this out here, that hot shit gonna come back to me. And like I said, even though he wasn't permanently damaged physically, them scars on a person's mind, people don't realize how powerful the mind really is, bro. Like, people don't understand the mind. Like I say, boxing is 90% mental, 30% physical. Well, no, about 40% physical. They overlap in spots. But people don't realize how much a mind can affect the body. Like, if a motherfucker is fucked up, like, matter of fact, a man with ED, erectile dysfunction, that shit can happen just because of something that happened to him. He could be physically okay, but mentally scarred. Now he can't get his Johnson up, or you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The mind can control a lot of shit. And shout out to my nigga Rod Walker in the cash app with the $4 holler, and shout out to my nigga long time no see, my nigga Phoenix. My nigga Phoenix in the cash app with the $10 holler, man. Phoenix, man, long time, bro. Exactly. Like, the mind is so strong. You got women who are not pregnant can go through a whole cycle of pregnancy because they believe in it enough. You got people, and this is where the mind overlaps with physical. You got women who lifted cars off of their babies. That's what I'm saying. People don't know the mind is it's like an untapped hemisphere that people don't even know the 10% of what people are capable of. But we are capable of doing superhuman things with the mind if you believe enough. Just like in the Bible, they say the faith of mustard seed. If you believe this, you can move a mountain with your faith, which is belief, which is channeling your mind. You got people that practice yoga. They can tort themselves in impossible shit. People that walk across nails, walk across fire. It's all because of your mind. And honestly, I feel like Devin's mind was fractured in that Ryan's fight. Like, people that deal with that trauma, man, that trauma, it sticks with you. This shit just doesn't go away. And that motherfucking trauma lasts with you a lifetime. And then you got generational trauma that is so strong, it can be passed down to your offsprings. That's what I'm saying. Like, they set up that fight with Ramirez so Devin can get his ass back in there and hop off and hop back on there. But yeah, mind over matter, Brian the King Falcon, but Devin didn't go about it the right way. And this is what I'm saying. They're going to have to push him out there and make him go through that damn fire and brimstone again. He's going to have to get hit. He's going to have to get hit. Like, he's going to have to get hit. He's going to have to get back out there and he's gonna have to put himself out there. If not, his career will be over. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they tried. They put him up against a slow, flat foot, front foot dominant Hispanic, right up there in his wheelhouse, and he didn't seize the day. He didn't seize the opportunity. So I feel like, hey, the mind is a powerful thing to waste, and you got to keep your mind. You got to do physical and mental reps. You got to work that mind out, because just like any other muscle, you got to work it out so it can perform optimally for you. Because, like they say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and you don't want that trauma building. Joseph Premier, salute. But yeah, I ain't mean to damn take over. Go ahead, Miss Time Ant. My bad. I'm starting to go into a diatribe and completely monopolizing this platform. Y'all go ahead.
Well, it is your show. I mean, do your thing. No,
I mean, but we up here together as a collective. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to. Okay.
I have to agree. Devin definitely missed the opportunity that he had in Ramirez. I mean, I don't know if it was ring rust, shell shock. I don't know what it was, but hopefully he can overcome it in his next fight. I think the even bigger question is, what weight class will his next fight take place? Because I'm not sure that he's ready for the boys at 147, and I think he may be too big for 140 again. So, that's always a question too. What weight class will his next fight be, and what type of opponent will he face? Because, as you stated, we listened to those interviews that Bill did, and he basically, he said that Devin is back and better than ever. I didn't see that. So, naturally, we all have questions, those of us who live in reality, on what will his next steps be. They clearly trained for Ryan. They trained to run around the ring against Ryan, but I'm not even sure that's going to work. So, I mean, there's still, more questions hanging over him than was before he came back and put on that performance that he put on. I think that the public has even more questions about him now. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Did Ant drop off?
I guess Ant must have fell off. I was waiting for him to answer, but he just fell off. I guess maybe he got a phone call or something. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, like he's too big for 140. Making your own division at 144 is crazy work. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if he does make his own weight class, then everyone's argument about Gervonta Tank Davis weight draining people or pulling people down or pulling people up goes out of the window, because he'll essentially be doing the same thing.
Well, Canelo made his own division. You remember Canelo had the 152 division. Then hell, Floyd even did it. Like, a lot of people make their own divisions, but a lot of people don't. They don't motherfucking complain about it when it's your favorite fighter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have done it. You feel what I'm saying? Like Canelo, he moved up and fought the champion, put a rehydration clause on the champion, and put a weight clause on the champion. Like, it's about money. This is the business of boxing. And when you hot commodity and when you're the bee's knees, then you can make alticious demands, and people really have to follow it because they got to follow the money. Because if you're in them upper divisions, ain't nobody gonna give you a payday like Canelo. Like I said, it's like 4 cash cows in boxing. Like, from 127 to 147, you got Gervonta Tank Davis. Anybody around those divisions, Gervonta Tank Davis is their biggest payday. I mean, you got Ryan Garcia, who's also a big payday. Like I said, he made Devin Haney do 330,000 pay-per-views on their first fight. You feel what I'm saying? And with Tank Davis, he did 1.2 to 1.6 million. And like I said, Ryan Garcia, he's another one. Then you got anywhere between the 154 and the 160. You got Earl Spence. You get in the ring with Earl Spence, that's a big money fight, no matter what, especially his comeback fight. Oh man, that's a huge fucking fight right there. And then above that, you got Canelo Alvarez. So anybody from like 200 to 160, they trying to fight Canelo because they know you don't get no, like, matter of fact, in the words of Canelo, you want payday, you want payday. I know. And see, when you control that type of market, then you could pick your own standards. Like I feel like Bam Rodriguez eventually is gonna be the cash cow. Like right now, Naoya Inoue, he's the cash cow. Like he gave Stephen Fulton a unified champion, made $3 million to give up his A side, come to Japan and get beat on. Like that's part of the damn business of boxing. AJ at heavyweight, people was getting their biggest paydays going against AJ. You get a payday for Deontay Wilder, not like the AJ payday. That's what I'm saying. Like Devin Haney, I mean, I don't think you're big enough of a star. Like you have a little name recognition, but I don't think you got that type of star quality where you can dictate and demand people fight you at a certain level. I mean, you still need a signature win. You feel what I'm saying? You caught Loma, but even you said that Loma was past his prime, but then Lomachenko comes right back and does something that you couldn't do in 24 rounds. He stops George Camboso, something that you had 24 rounds to do and was not able to accomplish. So, that aged like motherfucking milk that's been in the sun for a week. It's rotten. But you know how people be. You know how egos and the market value fluctuate ups and downs. So, really can't really damn say much about it. It's whatever we as fans allow them to do. As long as we keep allowing them to push this bullshit, then they're going to keep feeding it to us. But we made a statement on this Fatal Fury card with the damn 3-day fight weekend, only sold 240,000 pay-per-views. That's a travesty, and that's a motherfucking real disappointment. But we should have known that they had the whole 8 Mile concert with Bud's last fight versus Israel Madrimov. So see, it is what it is. Like people gonna push it, but like it's all about the money. What do you think, Ant?
I think partially it's about the money, but I also believe there's something bigger at play. Because on the surface, it would seem like it's all about boxing. But then when you go look at what Riyadh season is as a whole, like it's an actual season where they have soccer games and WWE events. And the whole mission is to clean up the image of that region. Because they got a real checkered past, especially when it comes to equality and women's rights and all that other stuff. So there's things that's being changed over there politically, in addition to what's going on with the entertainment sector, which Turkey is actually the head of that. They have this whole entertainment
Yes.
sector called the GEA, and he
Which
controls quite a lot. They even do movies, the whole nine. So I
do
think
you know what that
that
is? If they was in the medieval times, do you know what Turkey's position would be?
break it down, break it
Yeah.
down.
All right. So, with the royal family, it's kind of auspicious the way that they delegate duties. So, Turkey, he is the ambassador of entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, he's what you call an entertainer. He's a fool. They call them fools. Back in the day, they was called fools. And a lot of people might recognize them if you get a deck of playing cards. And you know, they got the big and the little one. They're called jokers. They the motherfuckers that used to have them hats with the bells on it. And if you remember, if a joker or a fool was not funny or able to entertain a king or a prince, you know what they used to do to him, right? They used to behead him. And as times have changed, the title hasn't, or the responsibilities. And Turkey is basically a fool. He's a joker. That money that he spends is a collective. It's the Saudi money that has been put in a collective. So then they dilute and then they send out barrels of this shit, right? But they made their fortune off this shit. This is what they've been fighting for thousands of fucking years. But people call him His Excellency. They do all this and that. But the nigga is a jester. He's a fool. And people don't really understand the makings and the markings of an individual's calling in life. So Turkey is basically a fool, and he's fooling the whole world, and he's shitting on us. But people don't realize that his life is in the balance, because one thing about countries like that, they don't accept failure lightly. That's why, if you notice, I put up posts about, you seen when Turkey had kidnapped the woman and the kids and all this shit right there, how they doing a lot of like terrorist activities and everything. You know, these people are very serious, and Turkey is too, because his life is on the line. These people are kidnapping women and children. They have a whole place in the prison, a whole wing, and for people that disagree with Turkey. So if you notice, whenever boxers go over there to Saudi to fight, have you noticed that they always look subdued over there? And have you noticed that you don't see the excitement that they do when they're in America, right? Have you noticed that?
I have. I noticed nobody over there smiles. I've always found that weird.
Well, you know, because their life is on the line. Like, that's why I don't like our fighters going over there, because they're not safe. Especially the fact that they letting women people fight over there. That is a affront to Saudi's religion. Like, they believe that a woman should be seen and not heard, and not even seen completely. Like, they have their women covered. They don't believe in women out here sports and fighting and all this shit right here. But for the love of the money, they willing to look past certain shit. But wasn't that Brittany Griner that came over there and got caught with like the smokes and shit? But like
That was
these
out in
motherfuckers,
Russia.
well, in the East, I'm just gonna say over there in the East. Like over there in the East, they're a lot more. They're not as lax as the West. They're not as lax as England, France, and America is. Ain't no such thing as equality. Ain't no LGBTQCB shit over there. No. And see, that's what I'm saying. In America, we've become lackadaisical, and we take a lot of shit for granted. Like rights. Motherfuckers over there in these different countries haven't heard of human rights, First Amendments, the Bill of Rights and shit like that, the Constitution. And see, us as America, we take all this shit for granted while these people are really fighting for their life. I'm from Port-au-Prince. Over there, Papa Doc controlled that shit. Do you think we had equal rights and shit? Fuck no. We didn't have none of that shit right there. Wyclef Jean, he tried to run for president over there. Do you know the man was attempted assassinated 3 times until he dropped out of the presidential race? You know, people are dictatorships. And if you notice, that's what Turkey and them are trying to do to boxing. They're not trying to have this as a collective. He's trying to make it like a dictatorship. He's trying to say, look, you're going to fight this person. You're going to do this. And it's what I say. He's got it to the fact where they're trying to get rid of the fucking Ali Act and people are not even understanding this shit. They donated 600, what was it, 600, what to Trump? Was it 600 billion or 600 million? Like they're trying to buy off the government. Do you remember the exact amount that it was, Miss Ty, that he donated to Donald Trump and the American government? Oh, okay. Brian the King Falcon said it was 600 billion.
No, I don't remember exactly how much.
Nah, Brian the King just said it was $600 billion. People are not understanding what they're doing. What they're doing is trying to put us back to slavery. Hold on one second.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, I mean, I don't know if he's laundering money or what he's doing in the sports industry over here because it doesn't appear that his main objective is to recoup any funds. I mean, now it appears that maybe he's scrambling, but I mean, initially when he came over here throwing money around, it just didn't seem like, he was looking to recoup any funds or if that was even, part of his business model. So I wonder what has changed.
Well, his primary goal is to boost tourism over there, generate more money over there, get more people over there. That's why they're trying to change things politically. Because, like I spoke about a couple minutes ago, and like Upper just alluded to, the whole equality thing. They're going through a lot of reform.
Sorry about that. I got
been
a
taking
phone
place over
call.
the last year or so.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call.
But it's all
But what
about
I
the
was
money.
trying to, but yeah, what I was saying before that, and shout out to my brother opening LDTV and the Cash App with the $5 holler. But what they're trying to do, bro, they're trying to put us back into slave days, bro. Like the TKO league, they're talking about paying people $750,000, for a fight. And then you got your boy, what's the nigga name that's over UFC? And ain't it
Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White. He already had this thing, this collective, and he had a way to payment scale. And you do Ludabella, Ludabella, right? Ludabella just came out and voted and said that he thinks boxing should go to the pay scale that the UFC has because, and listen to his reason, because he said boxing doesn't have no middle class. He said at least over there at the UFC, there's no poor people over there because everybody's getting paid in the collective. So everybody's getting paid. The stars get a little bit more, but everybody that risks their lives are getting paid. So he's all for making it like a collective like that so they can have a middle class of motherfucking boxers as well as just rich and poor. But what they fail to realize is with that collective, then the promoters and the other people like that, they're getting an increase in their wages, but they're not throwing out one fucking punch. The sanctioning bodies are getting an increase, but they're not risking no type of brain injury. And see, this is what they used to do to the Bucks back when we was in the other days. They would have us niggas go out here and fight while Massa sat back. And I know I'm about to get flagged for this today, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this shit. Well, Massa sit back while we go out there and fight for our motherfucking lives and they gamble and make money on this shit. You seen it in Django, but this is what they're trying to do. This is why they hate Earl Spence, Tank Davis, and motherfuckers like that, because you got a brother out here making this type of money and he's not trying to bend the knee and bend the wheel to the oppressor that's trying to make him fight for peanuts. Like Tank, these motherfuckers is like Frank White. Tank is making money and they're not getting a part of it. Al Heyman has set it up where Tank is his own boss. But the way motherfucking they did when we tried to have black distribution and they sent the feds in there to get Suge and all them and Jay-Z turncoat. The same way they did Tory Lanez because he went and signed to a major label so they can get money off of him. They cannot stand to see an Israelite or a black man make money and they're not getting their cut. Like, check this out. And this is a true story. I was 18 years old. I got sentenced to a life prison. Well, my plea bargain was 10 years to life, right? You know what I'm saying? Aunt? I had a 10 life. You hear me, Miss Ty?
Yeah, I
So
can hear
check
you.
this out. I had 2 counts of first degree murder, conspiracy to traffic, tax evasion, right? Those was my charges. Plus, I had a bunch of miscellaneous little felonies that they ran them in there, right? So, what do you think I got the most time for? Do you think it was the manslaughters or what? What do you think I got the most time for?
Anything related to the money, probably.
Okay, so they dropped my 2 counts of first degree murder to 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. For my conspiracy to traffic and tax evasion, they gave me 10 to life plea bargain. They gave me 75 to 88 months for my bodies, right? So I got what's that, like 7, 8 years. It was ran concurrent anyway, but they gave me the 88 months for the bodies for killing 2 people. But they gave me 122 months for conspiracy to traffic and tax evasion, an 18-year-old kid with nothing on my adult record. I got 122 months for dope and tax evasion. So you mean to tell me drugs and not paying taxes worth more than 2 people's lives? And that's what it's showing. Do you know when you get caught in other countries selling drugs, that's a death penalty, right? You know, they kill you in other countries for selling drugs. You know that?
I've heard that before, actually.
Yeah, most of them countries over there will kill you if you are a drug dealer. Especially over there on the east, in the eastern. You know why? Because they can't get money off of that. They cannot get the money. Do you know that the reason why they came and took over America, the islands, and all that shit was for the gold, for the money? They took over. Puerto Rico stands for rich port. Like, they took over all these countries for money. All these wars are started for gold and all this shit right here. All this shit started because Massa wanted to get some money and wanted people to work for it. Like, they stopped the NFL because motherfuckers wanted a little bit more money, but you got the damn owners that's making billions. Do you not know the NCAA? They went for over 100 years using these people's likeness, everything, giving them a fucking scholarship. You got scholarship players that's barely able to feed themselves while they're making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. It just now started the motherfucking make it where college athletes get paid. And if you was a college athlete and they found out that you had a job, you would lose your scholarship. So you're sitting here starving, trying to feed yourself and going to motherfucking school and getting out there on that field or on that court to make Massa some fucking money. This is what this shit has been doing. Do you know what the biggest resource in America is? Do you know? Any one of y'all know what the biggest resource in America is?
Nah, what is it?
The black people. Do you know how much money they make off black people? The country was built off the backs of slaves getting over $4.3 trillion worth of cotton being picked. The motherfucking country, all the great inventions were done by black people. The sports teams, the most lucrative sports team has the Black Stars. And don't you know, you got LeBron James, he's a billionaire and everything, but he's done made them people over 100 billion. People don't understand we are the biggest commodity in America. Do you know that your social security number and your birth certificate is a contract that you're signing? You are a contract
Yeah,
that
I
you,
knew
and the
that.
government, yes, the government of the United States is the corporation, and you are an employee. You are a fucking employee. They don't give a shit about us. Only thing it is, we work for them. That's all this shit is. We have been enslaved. That's why they say two things are guaranteed in your life, that is death and taxes. And that's all we are to them. That's all we are is motherfucking income. We are resources. Man, y'all make sure y'all support the grind, because I'm going to get in trouble for this today, but I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of sitting back and we missing what's going on. Tank sees the shit. Earl see the shit. Earl came out and said before the Bud fight, like, why do we have to keep paying this shit? Like, motherfuckers is starting to wake up, and then when you wake up, they silence you. Huey P. Newton and them boys got silenced. Black Wall Street. Do you know, look, do you know it's been over 10 cities in America that they destroyed? They even buried 5 of them up under lakes. Do you know why? Even though we are the minority, we are responsible for 70% of the economy of buying. We might be the poor ones, but we make over 70% of the economics. We buy all the shit, especially the black woman and the black man. We get our money and turn right around and give it back to them. But what makes them mad is when we start spending our money back with our own people, our own race, when we start putting the money back into the neighborhoods, when we start putting the money back into black-owned businesses, they get mad. They come in there and they destroy that shit. And that shit hurts because a lot of people don't understand. But they destroy our shit, bro. Whenever we get a foothold, and what they do, they cause strife among each other. They make us do this drill rap. Notice there's no such thing as conscious rappers no more. If you are a conscious rapper, they will blackball you. They will put you on the shelf. They will get you out the fucking way. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, she changed her style. She became more conscientious. They got her out the fucking way. This is what they do. They don't want nobody preaching hope. They don't want nobody preaching self-awareness or self-help. They rather you get a gun, drugs, and notice, if you go by any hood, you got a liquor store on damn near every corner. You go by a white neighborhood, you don't see no fucking liquor store. They put all the poison and shit in the hoods, and they make sure you have readily access to it. Don't no nigga own planes and boats, but you got guns and drugs in the hood. And the only problem that the war on drugs started is when the drugs and the guns made it over there to Sally and Becky. When Becky and Sally started getting a fucking addiction and they started being strung out, that's when the fucking war on drugs started. But before that, it was all good as long as it was us killing each other and getting high. They didn't give a fuck about that shit. Birth control. That was to stop us from reproducing. But since these motherfucking Becky and Emily and Elizabeth and them started killing them kids at an alarming rate, now we have all this shit about anti-abortion laws and all that shit. It's because they're not reproducing at the rate that which we and our Spanish brethren are doing. They're becoming a minority and they don't like that shit. If you've noticed, any movie that you see, have y'all noticed that they keep pushing this interracial shit? They always pushing it with a white man, with either a black girl, a Spanish girl, or anything. They're pushing this interracial shit toward us. But notice they don't do it the other way around. 9 times out of 10, you got a white man with all these different other races because they're trying to repopulate. They're trying to come back into power, and the fucked up shit about it, you are what your father is. So yes, they're trying to spread their seed to all these different races just so they can bring their shit back. And like I said, I don't went a little too deep in this. I'm probably going to get a strike for it, but y'all support the grind for the day, man. Y'all support this rant. Can I get support in the Cash App and the PayPal? And I'm sorry I went off on a tangent. How you doing, Big Dog Willie?
Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I just wanted to come up in here and say, especially to Ty, This is something that's been on my mind lately, and I don't want you guys to judge me too much. But Jake Paul
I
versus
don't mind
Tank,
that you wipe the white
November
people ass, bro.
22nd, 2025. That's all I gotta say. But thank you. I love all you guys.
You say
Ty,
what,
especially
brother? I
you.
couldn't hear you. You say what?
Jake Paul versus Tank, November 22nd, 2025. Facts.
Well, that'd be a big fight if they do it. That'd be a big money fight. Yeah,
It's just a
Creole man. I
shame
just
that
got it.
Big Dog Willie has nothing better to do with his days than to think about Tank. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I just had to get that shit off because I keep seeing this shit, and that shit is just aggravating. And the fact that our young kids and our young generation, it's just like they don't even fucking care. They don't even fucking care. Like they got these motherfuckers so brainwashed and so motherfucking deluged that these young motherfuckers don't even realize that they're systematically destroying us in our face and we don't even care. And I got kids myself, and I just wonder what it's gonna be like when they get older. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we ain't got no big
Uh,
mamas no more.
Upper. Speaking of children, I just picked up my daughter, so I'll hop back on when I get home.
Okay, you be all right. Peace and blessings
Okay.
to you. I'm glad that you up in here, and
Okay.
y'all
I'll be
be
back as
blessed
soon
and
as I
y'all
get to
be
the
safe.
house.
Y'all be
All right.
blessed and safe though. But like I
Yes, you
said,
too.
bruh,
Shut the
yeah.
hell
But
up.
like I said, with my kids, I just wonder how it's gonna be, and I'm just saying, like, and see, the people don't even realize that in boxing, Turkey is sitting up here doing this shit in our face, and like he's doing it in our face, like. He even renamed Shakur. Like, nigga, your name is Outlaw now. Like, this man right here, he's steady losing fucking money, but he's trying to make a point. Like, everybody, motherfuckers is calling this nigga his excellency. Like, the nigga was a fat ass YouTuber 4 years ago. Now he's his excellency. Like, that shit crazy. Like, and you know what's crazy about it? Like, niggas be so quick to want to worship the next motherfucker, bro. And that's all that shit is. This shit is hero worshiping what these niggas is doing. You hero worshiping a nigga that don't give a fuck about you or your race. Turkey could care less about a nigga. And you know I ain't lying. You there, Ant? I guess Aunt McQueen ain't on here right now. But y'all know I ain't fucking lying, man. Like, this nigga can give a fuck about us, bro. They could give a fuck about us, man. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? Devin Haney is supposed to be Turkey's Muslim brother, right? Now, y'all listen. Devin Haney is Turkey's Muslim brother. Now, when they flew to Saudi, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez was riding in a Spirit airline that had six stops and a layover. Now, this is a professional athletes. You got them in layovers and shit. But Ryan Garcia, he put him in a G5, straight flight, no layovers, no stops. But Devin is his Muslim brother. How the fuck does that work? Tell me how that works out. Y'all don't understand. I'm asking, how does that work out? Y'all give me 1 second. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's supposed to be their Muslim brother. It's supposed to be their fucking Muslim brother. But this man right here got them on Spirit airplanes while him and Ryan Garcia riding the jet. But this is the spirit of brotherhood. This is why I tell y'all, but this is what I tell y'all, they don't care about these people. Like, it's all a facade. Like, they love Deontay Wilder until Deontay Wilder got knocked the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? They love us until they don't. Like, they love us until they can't get shit up out of us no more. Yes, Miss Angie Wise Sport Betting. Them boys was on the same airline. Tio and Devin sit across. And they weren't even in first class. I think they was in motherfucking economy. They was sitting back there. Tio had a little fat ass white girl sitting beside him. Motherfucker was taking up 2 seats. Was taking up 2 seats. But this is a fucking star. But yeah, this is supposed to be a star right here, but they don't treat the star the way they're supposed to. Hey, Charlie. Yeah. I said get a 12-pack, nigga. Bro, they didn't have 12-pack of fruit smash. This is $8.99. What? $8.99 for a 12-pack, and then the damn plane was about $6. At Walmart? Oh, okay. See, I thought y'all was going to Walmart. Damn, boy, they done raised the price of ginger ales up. Shit. I bet there was Dr. Keith. She ain't want me to have my ginger ale, y'all. But it's all good. I still got my ginger easy. But it's all good. But yep. If y'all didn't hear the daggone thing, I'm sorry for people that didn't hear it today, because I've already got a flag right now for using language. I done got a strike already. It just hit me on my Gmail. So I'm letting y'all know now. I'll leave this live up for like an hour. But after that hour, I'm gonna have to take this bad boy down. I'm gonna have to take it down. Just letting y'all know. But Before I go, can I get 2 more people to support the grind for the day? Support the strike that the nigga done got for the day. Can I get 2 people? Can I get 2 people that support the motherfucking the righteousness of the apex to God? But yeah, this is what I'm saying though. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a live tomorrow on my other page. My Life is a Movie. Cause see, that's the page where I can talk about this type of shit right here, man. So I'm gonna do a live on My Life is a Movie tomorrow. And you know, I'm gonna talk about this shit right here because like I'm tired of seeing this shit, bro. Like we be sitting here going through this shit and like people just don't understand or they don't care. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. But one thing I can tell you is that our people is the ones that always suffer. Our people is always the ones that suffer. But yeah, it's all good though. Because what goes on in the dark comes to the light. It comes to the light. But yeah. But like I said, can your bro Apex get 2 people to support the grind for the day on this Shabbat? Give me 2 people. 2 people that support the change and the grind. But yeah, we have to stop. We need to start sticking together as a race though, because all the other races do. All the other races stick with each other. We the only ones that hate each other. And the reason why we do that is because they bred that in us. They bred us to hate each other. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome. What they did, they raised one brother above the next. And that right there breeded contempt and breeded hate in our heart. And that's what happened to us. Like, they turned house niggas. That's what they had, the house and the field niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And like the people that was out there in the field, they didn't want to lose their spot. Shout out to my brother Kevin Livingstone in the Cash App with the $5 holler, man. I appreciate that, bro. Let me get one more person to support the grind, and we good for the day, man. We good for this strike. But this is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers was so scared to lose their spot that they would tell on the next brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would tell on the next person, so the next person didn't lose their spot. Like, that's how bad they had us, man. Like, we basically fighting over crumbs and shit, bro. Like, we were fighting over fucking crumbs, and we was fighting over master's favor. And the only thing they do was sit back and they would laugh about it, like treat us like animals, bro. If you look at it, we only 3/5 of a man, right? So it takes 5 of us to be considered 3 men, because they said one of us is not a whole man, so it takes 3/5. So we're a little bit more than half a man, but we're not a whole man. And then the funny shit about it, they like to call us monkeys and apes and all that shit right there. But guess what? If you take any type of wild animal and you shave them, especially monkeys and shit like that, when you shave them, guess what color they are? Guess what color they are? They damn sure are not melanated. They damn sure are not melanated. They're Caucasian. And the funny thing about it, motherfuckers don't even realize what Caucasian come from. That's the motherfuckers that stayed in the Caucasus Mountains. Like, these people were mongoloids. Like, they didn't even know how to wash their bodies. We had to teach them how to be sanitary. That's why if you notice, when a motherfucker is nasty and everything, they say, man, these niggas is Vikings. Because Vikings was dirty, ruthless, stinking ass people. And that's what these motherfuckers was. We had to teach these people hygiene, bro. Like, we had to teach these people hygiene. And like I said, if you shave a monkey or an ape, they're whites. It ain't no such thing as a melanated or a black monkey. So when they call us fucking monkeys and shit, they don't realize that they're talking about themselves. But yeah, like I said, give me one more person to support the grind and we good for the day. But I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna let this live stay up. I'm gonna let this live stay up for like another 30, 40 minutes because I just got a damn strike. I knew I was gonna get a strike for it anyway, because they say, you know, this is considered hate speech. And it's funny, they say hate speech when you speak the truth. But it's just like us. Whenever we talk about a boxer and we tell the truth about the boxer, they say we hate them. So, you know, America done got to the point where if you tell the truth, you're hating or you're doing hate speech. But, oh, I got they gave me a strike for hate speech, Jab Queen. Don't worry, you get 3 of them a year. Well, you mean you get 3 of them every 3 months. If I stay out of trouble for 2 more months, it'll go away. Well, I ain't really worried about it anyway, Jab Queen, because that's why I made that other page. Because they already made they already let me know that I can't be monetized on this page no more. They already told me that this page can't be monetized no more, so it's all good. Huh? Yeah, it's bigger than sports. You feel me? That's why my life is like a movie. That's why I got that other page over there. Oh, that's why I said, Ty, it don't matter. Like I said, I don't need to be monetized. You know, I got the family here. Everybody over here supports the grind, so we good. We good. But salute to everybody that supported. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And yeah. Oh, yeah, it's called My Life is a Movie. But yeah, peace and bless to all y'all. I'm gonna come live tomorrow morning. I think I'm gonna go live about 10 o'clock in the morning. And salute to my queen, Miss Latasha Murphy. She always come through and supports her brother with the $5 holler. Every day she come through and support her brother. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. This your boy Apex the God, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. We're gonna get deep in this shit. And I'm out.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in gleaming mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny AK smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. Smoke. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleed. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleed.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke, and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead.